Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about just a few of these really basic utensils here that you use in a kitchen, professionally or at home. All of them are useful. So, over here, we have the cake decorating spatula. So, this would typically, most people would use this to decorate cakes. They spread frosting. It can be used for pretty much anything a regular spatula can be used for, as long as it's not something too brittle. This here, commonly misused in a kitchen, this is a honing steel. So, this goes across your blade. You sharpen, but not sharpen. So this flattens out the edges of the blade. It takes out nicks, it takes out wear from use, but it does not sharpen. We can go over some of those tools another time, but it makes it cut better because over time of use, these kind of get dings microscopically mostly, but it makes them a little more difficult to use. And this will knock some of those little edges out. This is your boning knife. It's flexible, good for cutting around bones, getting meat off bones, removing bones, all of those wonderful things. These are your chef's knives. This is my personal chef's knife that I ordered. It's a combination of German and Japanese, and I love it. It's balanced, light. This is your standard Mercer. Came with my knife set. A lot of these are Mercer. These two knives have been used to make thousands of meals. It's wonderful. This here is your large bread knife. This is used for obviously cutting loaves of bread, hoagies. If you can get one with a flat edge, you can use it to carve meat. I suppose you could use this to carve meat too. Typically deceptively sharp. I would be careful using any of these, obviously. And in a professional kitchen, typically, for almost every job, you're going to use your chef's knife. It's pretty universal. The better you get with it, the more you'll find uses for it. I have almost never used any other knife other than unless it was for smaller purposes. I don't have my paring knife here today. It was not in my knife bag. I don't know where it is at the moment. I think that it's in my knife drawer. But I do want to do another video on some of the other utensils, and I'll bring out the paring knife. Paring knife's usually about this big compared to this one, and it's used for skinning fruits and vegetables, carving, smaller details. But I have some plating utensils I want to do a video on at some point as well, so I'll bring that up. This is your microplaner. So this here, use this. It's a good utensil to actually, if you don't want to mince your garlic and you don't have a garlic press, you can just run it under here. These are very sharp. Be very careful. It collects in here, and zesting lemons, anything like that. Everyone has their own way. Some people like to do it like this, or like to collect it in here and then tap it in. Really, whatever works for you. There isn't really any correct way. But really, you rely really heavily on your chef's knife. It's very versatile. As I've said to many people, you hold your chef's knife like this. You get a good grip on it. It gives you a lot of control. When you're doing this, it wobbles. But this is your all-purpose knife. Hold it correctly. You won't hurt yourself. And that's pretty much it for the basics. I know there's a lot of utensils in the kitchen. I'm hoping to make maybe a few videos to cover some of the lesser known ones. Maybe some people don't know about that would make their life a little bit easier. But these are your basics. Again, chef's knife, the most important in this. Great for bread, and all-purpose spatula if you need it to be. I do have some other spatulas that are important to cover that I will bring in the next video, where I'm going to also go over some plating stuff. But I think that this is a good primer for people, help cut down on some of the confusion, and definitely you don't need an expensive chef's knife. The ones at the dollar store work just as good. I will bring out some sharpening stones and show people how I sharpen these, but as long as it's solid, preferably stainless steel, carbon steel, even not. If it rusts, keep it dry. Wash it, dry it by hand immediately. But you hone it. Proper way to hone. I mean, as long as you're staying even on both sides. There's a proper angle, 20 degrees. Doesn't really matter as long as it's even on both sides and you do it the same number of times. It'll drastically improve your ability to cut things, but it does not sharpen, to be very clear. That is not sharpening your knife. Use a whetstone for that. You can use electric sharpeners those little handheld ones with the little V thing in them. You can use those. They don't work that great, but still better than nothing. But honing steel does not sharpen. Whetstone sharpens. We'll go over that. But thank you everyone for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. I'll definitely answer everything I can. Catch you in the next one. I'll definitely be covering some more less common utensils that people run into in their kitchen or that may want to get for their kitchen. So thanks for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave some comments, and I will see you all in the next video.